Hello humans, today we're going to talk about mobility. This is going to be a new series on this channel where we talk about different mobility exercises for both the lower and the upper body. We'll get beginner, intermediate, and advanced progressions, and we'll start with some basic mobility exercises that just about everyone can do, and then we'll get a little bit more specialized. So if you are not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can be notified directly when these new videos come out. For this first video, we're going to talk about what is mobility, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to the word mobility itself. Before we define this word, it's helpful to understand what mobility is not. So people often will put the word mobility and flexibility and use these words interchangeably. This is a mistake. The word flexibility and the word mobility should be separated. These are two separate things. So let's define each individually. Flexibility is simply the range of motion at a level of a joint or multiple joints or a muscle. So for example, if we take the finger here, we have three different joints. The middle joint is called the proximal interphalangeal joint, and it can go into either extension here or flexion here. Now note that flexibility does not have any strength requirement, so I'm not contracting any muscle in order for myself to go into flexion or extension. I'm using external means, in this case the other hand, to push me into flexion and extension. Now mobility is also the range of motion at a joint or multiple joints, but now we have strength. So let's take that same joint here and use mobility to bring it to flexion and mobility to bring it to extension. So you can see I'm using the muscle in order to bring it there, and I have full control. I can even pause at certain points in the movement wherever I want to show full control. Here is the difference between flexibility and mobility. For the purposes of movement, flexibility is useless beyond a nice Instagram photo of you doing a full split or whatever it is, this flexibility. But the ability to move through that range, to have mobility, the ability to squat down, the ability to hang, the ability to move through low gait positions, the ability to circumduct the shoulder are all very important mobility issues that we need to address. Now there are some uses to passive stretching and creating this flexibility. I will get into that in later videos. The biggest amount of your time should be spent developing mobility. Now the first thing that you have to change is your idea of what stretching is and what it feels like. It's not going to be this relaxing, relax into stretch. This type of flexibility is useless, gives us no strength, does not allow us to move into that range. Mobility should feel similar to strength training. There's going to be sets, there's going to be reps, sometimes you use weight, sometimes you pause in isometric holds. It's going to be very similar. You're going to get sore, you're going to get DOMs, you're going to feel similar to strength training. It's not going to be flexibility work. When you first work mobility, you are going to feel stiff, and this is just a part of the process. Once you start to work through these mobility work, you will feel more mobile over time. Change the mindset of what stretching should feel like, and you will improve your mobility a lot if you train this way. In the next videos, we're going to get into lower body and upper body stretching, so be sure to subscribe. And if you like this video, be sure to leave a like and share it. If you have any questions, please let me know, and that's the session.